Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And off we go from Dallas. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
No gain on the
I know
play.
these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun is Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one is CeeDee Lamb. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Brings up a 3rd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
The Chiefs take over.
So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes. Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first, so 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
It's a gain of a
That's
yard.
more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Complete to number 5.
Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pacheco gets it from the gun. He dodged the tackle. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes will hang on to it. And he'll slide down after picking up a couple. 2nd down upcoming.
1-yard gain.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Throws caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. They're on the road, but still favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? That just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance, some confidence. Coming into this building, they can't wait to take the home crowd right out of it.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Throwing this one back of the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60+ is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
The tight end going in motion right. Now go with Hunt on the run. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. By a man, he's in the clear. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. A handoff for Williams, running left. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Good for a Cowboys 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, look at here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Screen here for Williams. And this one does not go far.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Dak now from the gun. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Prescott out of the gun, 3rd down. Making the call himself. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they're going to have goal to go as he's stopped at the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st and goal, here's Williams. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Design bootleg here. That's caught by Williams. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Nico Rumihio. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They've got first down here from the 36. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Working inside the red zone. Has it at the 7. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs break the tie here in the 1st. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Cowboys 7. Harrison Butker
on now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter. First down, here's Dak. Dumped off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far. That's the end of our opening quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Going left side, Williams with it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made there by Derek Nottie.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. From the gun is Prescott. Drops this one down here for Williams. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line.
The Chiefs take over
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense, led by Patrick Mahomes. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Kyer Elam.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. A run with Gray. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
You know, I like that call for a couple different reasons. Yes, you get the first down. That's the obvious. But more importantly, that defense, they've got to account for everybody offensively on the field.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
That's another
you know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Another Kansas City Chiefs first down. A gain of 21 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Complete to number 10.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another throw for Mahomes. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Chiefs 21, Cowboys 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
Tolbert now to return it. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Cowboys take over.
The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
1st and 10 from the 32. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he gives himself up after a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Up the gut they go with Williams. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
35-yard line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, they need 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Chiefs have Nico Remigio out for the return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
To the air, Mahomes. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas.
At the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 30-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another run for Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. That's good.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
22 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Williams reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Cowboys 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Remigio with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Complete to Rashee Rice. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Again, Mahomes to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. Jukes away from one. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Xavier Worthy. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Cowboys.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the air, Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
28, Cowboys 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Screen here for Williams. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 4.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Move the chains.
1st and 10.
Got to move their chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dak throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he's brought down after a short game. Now
Now
Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And goal to go.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 1-score game before halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chiefs 28, Cowboys 21.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Remigio with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. They're up by 7. Let's see if they choose to rest on that and just go into the locker room. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again, it's Worthy. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
It's a gain
The Chiefs signal for a timeout, that's going to be their first.
That's good for
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. He's got it inside the 10. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Butker to try the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Drops this one down here for Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys.
It's a gain of 8.
And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the 43-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Dak now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this 3rd quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Brought down by Deron Bland.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, they need 7. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, But I don't know how you test
A
courage
gain of 12.
at the combine because there's nobody
First
defending
down,
you. Nobody wants to
Chiefs.
hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finding Brown back-to-back plays.
Marquise
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
yards.
A gain of 15 there.
Kansas
And that's a Chiefs
City
first down.
Chiefs. First down. A gain of 15. And a first down, Chiefs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
The ball carrier.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Rasheed
Ball and
Rice.
defender arrived at the exact
Incomplete.
same time there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 19 on the play.
yards.
And it's going to be first down,
That's
Kansas
another
City.
Kansas City
What a great
Chiefs.
sign to start the
First
second half for this
down.
offense, because with a
First
lead,
and 10
well, the
at
ground
the
game becomes your
17-yard
best
line.
friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down throw, Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Butker to try the
Butker
point
on for the
after.
point after.
The point after
His
splits the
kick
upright.
is good.
And the Chiefs stretch
Makes
their
the
lead to
score.
21.
Chiefs 42. Cowboys 21. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
On the return.
The Cowboys offense headed out there. They're down 21 now
At
after
their
that
own
last
30-yard
score and in
line.
need of a comeback as we work through this game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams on the carry. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
Williams.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the
It's a gain
chains
of 14
reset.
yards.
Well, more often than not,
That's
it's the
good
passing
for a
game that's asked to go
Cowboys
from first down to first down in just one play. But when
First
you
and
get
10
that
at
big
the
play potential on the
45-yard
ground,
line.
geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught by Williams. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Taken down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun is Prescott. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Complete to Jake Ferguson. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Prescott here from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Williams.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now it's Williams. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Williams. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 1 yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Setting up the screen. Play not developing as they had hoped, so that's a loss of yardage. Blocked, 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Mejio with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard
The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air, Mahomes. Continuing to move past the 45. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's good.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 18 on the play.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Kansas City.
Running is Pacheco. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's across
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule.
Brings up 2nd
You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action, Mahomes. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Xavier Worthy. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Trying to throw this from the gun. He gets it to Rice. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Chiefs first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Throwing again, Mahomes. He tucks it and takes off. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Mahomes. 13 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind.
And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead.
Cowboys 24.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tolbert now to return it. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. First and 10 from the 32. First down, here's Dak. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. Here's Prescott. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Now Dak to throw. It's Pickens on the slant. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Dak throwing again. complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing again, Prescott. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Another throw for Prescott. That's Lamb running the slant. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Working from the pistol, Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Now it's Prescott again. He's going for it himself, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. Screen here for Williams. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Back to throw, here's Dak. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This from 35 yards away. Aubrey puts it through. And it shrinks to a 3-score game again. The lead 22.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Chiefs football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Motioning the tight end left. And he's Rice with yet another one. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
To Rashee Rice. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the air, Mahomes. That's worthy running the slant. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Play action, Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Well, partner, maybe not the record that most people think of when it comes to quarterbacks, but it's certainly an impressive accolade for him. The most completions in a single game.
Yeah, it feels like this was communicated beforehand, right in the play. And listen, we're running everything through you. You're carrying us. And to his credit, this quarterback brought his A game, some of the best throws of his career.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Complete to
rhythm.
Number 10,
you hear me talk about
Pacheco.
rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
For a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. This is Pacheco. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, Kansas City.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. It's a give to Hunt. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
14-yard line.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Yards on the play.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
56. Cowboys 27.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Tolbert now to return it. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. 1st down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Second and 3 now. Here's Dak. Get some space around midfield. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
So 1st down from the 41. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott here from the gun. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. They toss to Williams, headed right. Good defensive stand here, and they push him away from the goal line. That's back to the 4. I think they might have taken that 1st down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a 2nd time, and that's going to bring him to 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Prescott is hit and he lost the football. And the Chiefs look like they have it.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Pacheco again. Escapes the defender. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Right back to Pacheco. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going to pass it here. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
He's brought down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's a toss, left side to Pacheco. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
A 2-yard loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. I know you and I were both a bit surprised to see them favored so heavily on the road coming into this one, but the projections were right. A nice road win for them.
Yeah, sometimes those people making those predictions, sometimes they do get it right. And these guys were just on a totally different level than the opposition. They overcame that home field advantage pretty easily to be able to take the game that they were indeed favored in.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Dallas. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who Brock I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line.
It's a
30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Complete out to the right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. He finds Brown, right side. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Along the right sideline, there's space. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys start off well to tie things 7-7. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Remigio with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route cadence combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
All set now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes will hang on to it. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
At the 26-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Working inside the red zone. Makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Need hardly anything here, 2nd and inches. Pacheco! Can't push it across. They make the stand, and it looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Now from the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs break the tie here in the first. Travis Kelce, the touchdown.
Chiefs.
Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. Butker on now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Jones on the stop.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's brought down at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Forward pass, offense.
Don't want to give them another shot at 3rd down, so they'll bring up 4th while they can and decline the flag.
That penalty is declined.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Isaiah Pacheco.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Scott slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Chiefs. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
It's a designed run from Mahomes. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Mahomes on the keeper.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They run with Pacheco. Jukes away from one. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. The strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Pacheco. A gain of 6.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Pacheco. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their early lead to 13. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of 1, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Chiefs 21, Cowboys 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. A field-flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Prescott, a quick throw, complete.
Prescott
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Ferguson.
Small pass,
It's a gain of 8.
big result.
Brings up
This
second
dude is
and
just
2.
a juggernaut with the football,
At
and
the
once he gets
40-yard
rolling,
line.
it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Dak off the play fake. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard
A gain
line.
of 17 yards.
A pickup of 17.
That's good.
And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First down.
The analytics will tell
First
you a
and 10 at
handful
the
of these kind of
23-yard
plays
line.
per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Screen here for Williams. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Stopped by a 2-time All-Pro in his first 3 seasons in the NFL, Trent
2
McDuffie.
yards on the pickup.
As an
It's
offense, you
second
don't call a
and 8
screen, Kate,
at the
expecting to
Chiefs'
gain just a few
21-yard
yards.
line.
You call it, expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Dak throwing again. Delivers another one to Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 13. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 21-7 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Give to Williams from the gun. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by
That does not show up on any explosive
8
stat
yards
sheet,
on
but
the
let me
pickup.
tell you, Kate,
Brings
that's
up
the real deal
2nd
right
and
there.
2.
You run for
At
that
the
kind of
Chiefs'
yardage
5-yard
consistently
line.
in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Prescott. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This will be around a 33-yarder for him.
33-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through,
His kick
and that'll get him back
is
to
good.
11.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6,
Cowboys 10.
you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Brandon
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
38-yard line.
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Pass. complete to number 87, Travis Kelce. It's a gain of 8, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's a gain of 14
At that down
yards.
and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Give now to Gray. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. Escapes a defender. And they get this down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Running right is Pacheco. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by the East Carolina rookie, Savon Revel.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Play action, Mahomes. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Finally a rare win for them against this passing game, and a much-needed one to hopefully restore a little morale on that sidelines. 3 first-half touchdowns. They've been lit up like the 4th of July and really needed something that could be a foothold toward a little momentum before we get to halftime.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He gets it to Rice. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 30.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
From the red zone on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's caught.
Mahomes pass complete to number 1, Xavier Worthy. A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chiefs stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
Cowboys 10. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tolbert now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They'll run the toss for Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in a block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Prescott here from the gun. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
On 4th down, Prescott to throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now it's Prescott again. Completes it again to Pickens. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again, Prescott. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for Jake Ferguson.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Another throw for Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it an 11-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Remigio with the return. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He has been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
It's a gain of 11.
They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on
Simply
the play.
put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again, it's Worthy. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47.
A gain of 15
he picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And this is away. Wisely headed for the sideline to avoid that return. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. This one's reeled in, downfield by Ferguson. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the pistol, Prescott finds him over the middle. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Dak throwing again. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a one-score game before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 4.
Cowboys 24.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Chiefs take over.
The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Complete to Travis Kelce.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He dodged the tackle, splits a couple of defenders, and completes it. That play good for 17 and a first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Prior to first down, they decided to call a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
First down from the 42. Another throw for Mahomes. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
59-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
That keeps the score.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Wow, they must really trust this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. A great effort, not rewarded. That punches the crossbar and bounces backward. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. to throw. Here's Dak. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Design bootleg here. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And this one doesn't go far.
Jake Ferguson. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun is Prescott. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Intended for Jake Ferguson.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field.
For the Cowboys.
Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
The Chiefs
offense out to take over. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. They'll run now with Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Yeah, Brian Schottenheimer saw that last play a little differently. He is challenging the ruling on the field.
The previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
First and 10 from the 43. Off play action, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Running left with Pacheco. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. He gets it to Rice. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Right back to Rice. Caught again. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
14 more yards.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. He's got it on the bootleg. Caught out wide. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
Chiefs 35, Cowboys 24. Harrison Butker to kick off
on now to kick this one away. Tolbert now to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Cowboys take over.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Complete to George Pickens. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Dak off the play fake. Prescott is hit and he lost the football. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Screen here for Williams. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Complete to Javonte
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge the defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
So out now comes the punter. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
The Chiefs take over.
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. On his favorite target again, it's Worthy. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Pacheco. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Pacheco. You can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 3-possession game. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
42. Cowboys 24.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tolbert now to return it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Another run for Williams. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's pretty obvious this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Off the play fake. Hits Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Drops this one down here for Williams. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Dak now from the gun. He'll try and run this. And Prescott finds him a first as he slides down to end the run.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Dak to the air here. Got a screen to the running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Prescott now on third down. Has it in close. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
A 10-yard gain.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Going for it, it's Williams. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a fourth down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10. It's Mahomes. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to have them up to that 23. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
You know, Kate, it's one thing to get a player out into space. It's another when the defense sees it coming. No chance there for the running back as the defense defeats the blocks before that screen could ever get started.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Third and long, they're gonna throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's gonna get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's gonna be first down, Kansas City.
First down. 1st and 10.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Who drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have set themselves up for the win here. Now just need to carry this lead through to the end. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Completed over the middle. It's inside the 10. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs put up even more points in a win.
Touchdown.
Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Harrison Butker to kick
Butker
off
on
for
now to
Kansas
kick this
City.
one away. Tolbert now to return it. Looks away from one. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Quick slant to Ferguson. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Here's Dak. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
For a Cowboys.
Dude, I can promise you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
You could see that screen develop as the linemen pull right out in front. Sets up a nice gain. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Prescott here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Dak throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Throwing again is Dak. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Another throw for Prescott. Delivers another one to Williams. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Chiefs have it with 99 yards to go. There's the 1.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
No gain on the play.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense. Each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Here's a give to Hunt. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Motioning one of the tight ends. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
A counter give here to Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught. He's got Brown. 40. Still fighting forward. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs keep running away with this. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
Cowboys 24. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tolbert now to return it. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they'd take a repeat of everything except that final play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He's taken down.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3. Kill. Alert 3. Kill. Turn up.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Dak now from the gun. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory.
Complete to Jake Ferguson. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs instead, they pick up the 1st.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the 1st down play.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Dak to the air here. Screen here for Williams. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Well, the timing on that screen pass, it was all a mess from the very beginning. By the time he finally got the pass to the running back, well, there was no place to go.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long for him here. Has room inside the 25. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Cowboys putting up points in a game decided. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
The kicker on
for the point after, here's
point.
Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle.
Good.
And the Cowboys will trail by 25.
Chiefs 56, Cowboys 31.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. It's Pacheco again. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Going to the ground again on first. Escapes a defender. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Chiefs coasting to the finish line. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Pacheco gets it from the gun. It looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to run for it. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Butker knocks it through. And that gives them a 28-point advantage. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Dallas.